Tonight on News 10 at 11, police reveal new information on a shooting that left 3 people dead inside a Modesto home, and a photographer captures up close footage of a military chopper crashing nose first during a TV shoot, what investigators think went wrong.
You're watching News 10 at 11.
News 10's Natalie Sense has been at the scene all night, and she joins us live with the latest. Natalie?
Jeff, you could see the fire from several miles away. You could see the smoke as well. But out here tonight, the fire is now out.
Natalie, thanks. The Occupy movement at UC Davis is growing tonight. Organizers posted on their Facebook page that the quad occupation has been reestablished in preparation for a large protest. They'll be hosting the 99-mile marchers from Berkeley tomorrow night. All of this comes in anticipation of the March 5th rally. That's when protesters are expecting to occupy the Capitol. Thousands of people are expected for the day-long education rally. New tonight, Modesto police identified the 3 people killed in a mysterious triple homicide. Investigators found the victims shot to death inside a home on the 700 block of North McClure. That's east of Highway 99, right next to Creekside Golf Course. Police still don't know what happened, but they tell us they are aggressively searching for a suspect. A man, woman, and teenage boy were gunned down inside the home shortly before 4 a.m. A next-door neighbor says the victims had lived at the house for about a year.
They're really nice people. They were very friendly. We talked to them on several occasions, and they've had gatherings over there and invited us over. So when I first heard, I was like, is the little boy okay,
Victims have been identified as 31-year-old Edward Reinig, 16-year-old David Siebels, and Reinig's 19-year-old girlfriend Alexandria Tellez. A bizarre situation in Stockton where a man allegedly attacked his family's home with rocks. Police say the 30-year-old suspect shattered 7 windows at this home on Prado Way and barely missed hitting some small children who were inside. The suspect left the scene before police arrived, but allegedly returned later with a gun and threatened to kill everyone. He is still on the loose tonight. Now for the latest on the deadly tornado outbreak that swept across the Midwest and South.
Oh God, my friend lives right over there too.
Kevin Welts captured this video of the monster tornado tearing through his hometown. You can hear him crying out because he knows the twister is destroying the lives of his loved ones. It's just one of the storms that killed 37 people in 4 states, including 18 in Kentucky and 14 in Indiana. One after another, a fierce, severe weather outbreak barreled across the U.S. from Texas to Indiana into Kentucky and Georgia. 17 million people were in that deadly path. ABC's Scott Goldberg brings us the latest from Indiana, where the devastation stretches for miles.
Good evening. This is what the aftermath of an EF4 tornado looks like here in Henryville, Indiana.
In the midst of all the damage, there are a few miracles, but at the same time, this one is still incredibly sad. A 2-year-old Indiana girl was found alive in a field. She is the sole survivor of her immediate family. The girl's mother, father, 2-month-old sister, and 3-year-old brother all died when those violent storms hit southern Indiana yesterday. She's in critical condition tonight, recovering at a hospital in Louisville. In addition to the tornadoes, some communities were pummeled with hail. Take a look at this. These are golf ball-sized pieces of ice falling from the sky in Tennessee. Darla Givens continues our team coverage, and Darla, it's after midnight now in the Midwest and South, and we're all hoping that those people are going to make it through the night safely.
Yeah, the thing about it is that the storms are clearing that region, but we're still seeing a line of some showers.
It took a while for Mayor Kevin Johnson to do it, but now he's made it clear that he does support gay marriage. 175 other mayors and city leaders in 32 states have joined the list for Mayors for the Freedom to Marry. Stonewall Democratic Club President Sam Catalano, who's been pushing the mayor to sign the statement supporting gay marriage, responded with, quote, "This means so much for so many people. Thank you, Mayor Johnson, for standing on the right side of history." Well, it's been a busy week for Mayor Johnson. He was successful in helping negotiate a deal in Orlando between the city, the Maloofs, and AEG to build a new downtown arena, which will keep the Kings in Sacramento. That financial deal on the roughly $400 million project will be put to a vote by the city council Tuesday night. The mayor also learned this week that he'll be inducted into the High School Hall of Fame. Well, coming up, All new tonight on News 10 at 11, incredible video of a chopper crash. Can you believe that? Where everybody survived. But what went wrong during this TV shoot? We've got the details. Plus, a dangerous mix-up at a CVS pharmacy. Dozens of kids were supposed to get a safe fluoride pill, but instead they got something considered to be toxic. And you've heard of children swallowing toys, but what happens when a little girl swallows more than 3 dozen magnets? That's right, magnets. It's all next on News 10 at 11.
You're watching News 10 at 11.
In the race for the Republican nomination for president, make it 4 in a row for Mitt Romney. While campaigning in the crucial state of Ohio, Romney learned that he had won a double-digit victory in Washington State's presidential caucus. Rick Santorum and Ron Paul are battling for second, while Newt Gingrich is a distant fourth. The win means Romney will add to his lead in the race for convention delegates and gives him plenty of momentum heading into Tuesday.
I'm not going to Washington because it's the next step in my political career. I don't have a political career. I'm going to Washington because I want my kids and grandkids to continue to live in the nation that's the hope of the earth with prosperity and security.
Romney knows one of his opponents has a problem on Super Tuesday. Rick Santorum didn't fill out all the paperwork in Ohio, so more than a quarter, up to 18 of Ohio's delegates could be out of reach. Conservative radio host Rush Limbaugh issued an apology today. Earlier this week, Limbaugh created a firestorm when he called law student Sandra Fluke a slut because she advocated for the government to pay for contraceptives. Limbaugh released a statement on his website saying, quote, "For over 20 years, I have illustrated the absurd with absurdity 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. In this instance, I chose the wrong words in my analogy of the situation. I did not mean a personal attack on Miss Fluke." Limbaugh went on to say, "My choice of words was not the best, and in an attempt to be humorous, I created a national stir. I sincerely apologize to Miss Fluke for the insulting word choices." An incredible chopper crash landing caught on tape. This happened near Coolidge Airport in Arizona. The military AH-1 Cobra only got about 20 feet off the ground before going nose first into the dirt. The pilot and another crew member were not injured. The helicopter was taking part in the filming of an episode of Top Gear Korea when it crashed. Initial reports indicate that a mechanical failure may be the cause. The next time you get prescription pills for you or your children, you may want to make sure the number on the pill itself matches the label. A bunch of parents in New Jersey wish they could have done that after a dangerous medication mix-up. That's because when they took their kids to the CVS drugstore, they picked up what they thought was a common prescription, fluoride pills for the kids' teeth. Instead, because of the mix-up, the kids ended up taking tamoxifen, a powerful breast cancer drug. One pharmacist says the drug is similar to chemotherapy, and the mix-up went undetected for 2 months. That means dozens of kids took the wrong pills. CVS Pharmacy issued an apology and is working to contact all the parents who were given the wrong prescriptions. A powerful warning tonight from some parents in Oregon. Their 3-year-old daughter recently got sick. At first, they thought she had a stomach flu, but when she didn't get better, they took her to the doctor. Eventually, doctors took an x-ray of her stomach, which quite possibly saved her life. At first, doctors thought Peyton Bushnell had swallowed a bracelet, but when they tried to remove it from her stomach, they realized they were dealing with 37 high-powered magnets. Doctors say the magnets snapped her intestines together and ripped 3 holes in her lower intestine and 1 in her stomach.
The surgeon came out and said, "I wouldn't do this unless I absolutely have to, but we have to cut your daughter open."
If we had any idea what they could have done to her intestines and her, we would have never had them in our house.
Peyton's parents think she ate the buckyball magnets because they look like the candies they put on their Christmas cookies. Peyton is recovering from her surgery, and doctors say that she will make a full recovery. And Darla, you know, that's another reason why take your kids outside. Don't leave them inside. There's no magnets outside for them, right?
I know, really, yeah, no magnets. I mean, and now is the perfect time to go for a walk, take the dogs for a walk, do anything outdoors when that system passes through. And another chance for some rain and snow showers across the Sierra. But as I mentioned, a quick mover. It's in and out of here. But good thing it's happening during the week, so that way next weekend you can go out and enjoy again.
Well, you know, I just wish that it would stay warm consistently throughout the night and early morning hours. It's nice during the day,
Right.
but then it gets so cold at night.
We have those clear skies, so no clouds to keep that, you know, daytime heating in.
Right, and I know a lot of our coworkers, including Ashton, went up to the Sierra over the weekend, so I'm sure he's loving this.
You know, he's
this weather.
enjoying it.
You remember Lieutenant Dan?
I do.
Forrest
I
Gump?
love Lieutenant Dan.
He's got a lot of talents out there, including music. Look at this. Yeah, that's Gary Sinise. Hollywood visited Northern California tonight to help our veterans. Sinise, who starred as a wounded soldier in the movie Forrest Gump, played at Travis Air Force Base. This is video from a show earlier this week in Southern California. Sinise and the Lieutenant Dan Band have toured the world to perform for nearly 250,000 troops.
I've met so many thousands of troops over the years who are serving our country and sacrificing, and they need help, and they're our frontline defenders and freedom providers. So I go out there and I do what I can for them.
Sinise heads up a foundation that helps veterans and their families.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. Well, Ryan's here, and you know what? We're talking basketball, but not the Kings this time, right?
Well, no. Tonight, move over, Kings, because Power Balance was rocking tonight because of high school basketball. 6 high schools going home with a section championship tonight, including a thriller at the buzzer that went into double overtime. Congratulations to all the winners tonight, and I apologize to all
Tough
the parents
names today.
of all the
Jeez.
children whose names I butchered tonight. I think only 2 of them tonight.
You did fine.
I'm expecting emails.
You know, I wanted to say that you talked baseball at 6 and the A's prepping. I'll be actually on the field for the game opener.
Nice.
For the A's opening day. My brother flies the F-18, and he's going to be doing the flyover after the national anthem concludes, and I'm going to be on the field cueing him and his co-pilot for the right time to fly over, right when the national anthem finishes. So,
I'm envious.
do you have any advice for how to cue that part? That's a stressful situation.
Just say, fly now. Fast.
Fly now? Okay, even if it drowns out the singer.
Yeah.
Good idea. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.
That's awesome.
It's going to be fun.
I didn't know your brother's a
Yeah,
pilot.
it's going to be cool.
News 10, connecting news, weather, and information anytime at news10.net or on your mobile devices at m.news10.net.